All right, guys, so I know the next lecture I said was going to basically be the finished product of that video, but I thought it would be better to kind of show you the process first. So I actually recorded that content, and now I'm going to actually demonstrate for you how I actually put the video together. I think that might help you a little bit better. I think it might really help you to kind of understand what it looks like so that you can see the finished product. And more importantly, I also wanted to talk to you about the different components that go into the video so you understand them when you actually see them and you notice them. So the first thing, like we talked about, you're going to need an intro. Now, I don't have an intro for this CPA YouTube channel that I'm talking about, but I would recommend that based on the niche that you choose, you're going to want to, get an intro video. So you don't necessarily need it, but I recommend it because that first 10 to 15 seconds, really, you're going to capture the person's attention. And that first 10 to 15 seconds on YouTube really actually matters, whether or not, and it's basically the deciding factor that people use to decide whether or not they want to watch your video. So to give you an example, if we go into, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but I'll go into my YouTube channel really fast. And I'm actually going to use my intro for my YouTube channel for BG Media Innovation, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to let's go to BG Media Innovation. I just want to kind of search my channel so I can show you. Now I'm going to show you this really fast. This one right here, how to make $10,000 a month with CPA marketing and affiliate marketing through email. So I'm going to pause this for a second. And hold on one second. All right, so let's pause this. Now I'm going to show you right here. This is what I mean. So what I do is I film an intro clip that's like 10 to 15, maybe 20 seconds long sometimes, and it captures people's attention. So that's the first video that you record. Then you put your intro clip that basically demonstrates what your channel's about, and then you're going to put the video, and then you're going to put your outro clip. So it's really, really simple. I'll show you what I mean when we go through the editing process in this lecture, but I kind of want to demonstrate the intro for you right here so you kind of see what it is. That way it'll give you a better example of what I mean, and then we'll put it together and I'll show you the finished product after. So I'm just going to play this and let you hear it. Hopefully you can hear it well. I'll turn it up a little bit and we'll let it run for you.
BG Media Innovation. And today I'm going to show you how I make money.
Let's restart it.
What's going on, guys? It's Brian from BG Media Innovation. And today I'm going to show you how I make money doing CPA marketing and affiliate marketing by basically just sending out a couple emails a day to some qualified leads that are basically targeted around that niche. So if you're into that, stay tuned because we're starting right now. Here we go. Alright, guys, so now getting into the...
And that basically gives you the example of the intro clip that captures attention, because like I said, that 10 to 15 seconds initially is what most people are going to use to decide whether or not your video has value in it. So you don't want to start really slow. You don't want to start by saying, oh, I'm going to demonstrate this and this and this really slow. You want to capture their attention and you really utilize that 10 to 15 seconds initially to demonstrate the value that's going to be in the video. Then you can kind of put your intro clip, then you can obviously go on to the video. And then obviously at the end you have your outro, and I'll demonstrate that for you too. So I kind of just wanted to touch on that for you. Now I recorded all these already, so I'm going to basically upload them and we're going to edit the content. Now if you guys have any questions along the way whatsoever with this, feel free to either shoot me an email at Brian, that's Brian with a Y, at bgmediainnovation.com, message me on Udemy's platform, or drop a question on this course and I'd love to help you. Editing is not as hard as it might seem initially. I know for me initially when I first started, it was kind of a daunting task. It's actually really, really easy when you get into it. It just has a slight barrier to entry, but I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it, okay? So I think I put these clips in, let's see here. I think I put them in miscellaneous just randomly, so I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And we're going to edit this, and the next lecture is actually going to be the video in its entirety, okay? So the test intro is what I recorded initially, so I'm going to upload this. But I do it a little bit differently. I record with a mic, so I also upload audio. If you're just simply screen recording, you don't necessarily need a mic, although I recommend it because it improves your audio quality. So all I'm basically going to do is I'm going to right click like I did and add an audio track on the bottom. Like you'll see that to recap really fast, all I really did is I uploaded this, found it, clicked it, uploaded it. Then I drug it down to the bottom where we're actually going to edit it, and you'll see that it pops into the video section. Oh, no, it's actually in the audio section for some reason. And then all I did was I right-clicked on the bottom right here, and I added an audio track. That's where we're at right now. Okay? Then I'm simply going to go up to the file. I'm going to go to downloads, where I actually downloaded my audio because I recorded it with my microphone. I think I named it test intro. And test intro.
What's going on YouTube? Today we're going
So that's the test intro I just recorded. Why is that so short? Is this, oh, this is the full, what is going on here? That's not right. Is this, why did I name this wrong? Hold on. Let's restart. I think I named it wrong. We're going to go back and we're going to hit open file and we're going to documents, and then we're going to go to miscellaneous if we can find it. There it is. Test video, test intro. I think it was video test. That's the difference right there. So test intro, strange test vid. I think test intro might be the actual video. Let's see really fast. Yeah, I think video test is the initial one. That's shorter. That's much shorter. Okay, that's better. So I had a little naming issue there, but that same process, same overall thing. Then we're going to come back. We're going to go test intro again. We are going to upload this, and you'll get better at this. It's very, very easy.
going on YouTube. Today
Drag it down, and then you're going to simply drag it down into the audio underneath. Now, I like to maximize this. This little bar here lets you maximize or minimize the way it looks. This is helpful because you can kind of see better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it and see where it stops, and then I'm going to cut it. And I'll show you how I'm going to cut it at the end so it flows well.
What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to talk about 3 things that your parents didn't mention to you about dating that are actually very important. So buckle up because we're starting right now.
And I'm going to stop it as soon as it's done. So then all I'm going to do is where you'll see this thing that drags along. That's where your basic, that's the timing of the video where you're at. So you're going to simply right click on the right side, split it at the playhead, and then delete and remove the rest of it. And you'll see that it basically just cuts the rest of it out and ends the video there. Another thing to keep in mind when I do show you in the next lecture, obviously I don't have any expertise on this. Obviously I'm not a dating coach. Obviously, you know, I just kind of threw this together and, for lack of a better word, pulled it out of my ass. So something to keep in mind. I think it actually flows somewhat well for, you know, not having any experience ever doing this before, but something to keep in mind. I just kind of wanted to put one together to kind of demonstrate an example for you guys. So, you know, don't hold it to the highest production quality. I don't have an expertise in this. I kind of just wanted to demonstrate it for you. So actually now I'm going to add my intro. Now this intro has nothing whatsoever to do with this niche. And that is something that you're obviously going to want to get. Like I said before, you can get that on Fiverr for $5, $10, or you can make it yourself if you're good at that. I'm going to add my BG Media Innovation intro. But just something to keep in mind. Obviously, if I were actually making this channel, I would want to create a better intro that is actually targeted for this niche, okay? Something to keep in mind, but I'm going to throw the intro on here just to kind of give you an example of what it is, okay? Then we're going to go back. We're going to, that comes, since I bought that on Fiverr, that comes with the overlaid audio. I don't need any audio for that. Now I'm going to come back, and it sounds like there's of course I'm out my deck, and there's people doing work across. Just ignore that. They will be going away in a second. Then we're going miscellaneous right now. And I think it was test intro, correct? Let's see if it was test intro. 4, has to be. Yeah, I think so. Let's just check it really fast. And I'm going to shrink it down once I drug it down there so I can basically throw the other one here, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go back to downloads, and I'm going to type test. And I think it was video test.
All right, so 3 things that your parents...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is it. I'm going to drag it down here just a little bit over, and then that way I'll be able to maximize it and come back over and simply drag it over more. It's really simple. It's drag and drop. Where did it disappear to? There it is. And then you're just going to drag it even, and you'll see it kind of click there. Now I'm going to maximize it really fast, and I'm going to come back over, and I'm just going to delete and remove this in the middle right there. And that will kind of mesh them together. Now another thing that you're going to want to keep in mind, and I'm pretty sure that this is the same video because it's really lined up at the end. I'm going to come here toward the end, and I'm going to cut this end again to see where it actually stops.
You know, like I said, get out there and take some chances.
Boom. So wait, I think that was, let's just make sure we catch it one more time.
I hope it bring you some value. You know, like I said, get out there and take some chances.
I'm going to stop it there, maximize it a little bit so I can really cut it, and then same process. We are going to right click, split it at the playhead, and remove that. Now that will really keep it streamlined. Now, finally, I'm going to minimize it again, and I'm going to add the outro. Where are we now? Final cut, actually. And I'm going to add my channel outro. So this is my channel outro for my BG Media innovation right now. It's something I also bought on Fiverr, something that you can buy on Fiverr. All it really does is demonstrate my website, where I am on social media. You don't necessarily need this if you want, but it is good to have a channel outro so that you can kind of overlay some stuff and your videos here. Obviously, these are suggested videos that will pop up, and I'll show you how to do that in case you want to do it. But clearly, you know, this doesn't match with the CPA offer that's in here. I'm just kind of laying this over, and you get the picture so that you can understand how you can benefit by having an outro and benefit by having an intro. Okay, so I'm gonna basically edit this like I did any other time, and this is how I would do it, and then I'm gonna export it. Now with exporting, you're simply gonna come down and you're gonna hit H.264 high. Keep it at 1920 on the aspect ratio and resolution, but keep it right here. You're going to want 1080 pixels. So 1080 on both of those, keep them 1920. Then the frames per second is 29.97. And then you're going to come over to Kodak. Make sure it's an MP4. And you're going to keep it quality base VB, sorry. And then 70% quality I've found to be the best. Now, these are things that I've found to work the best. I've obviously made a lot of videos. I'm not by any means an editing expert, but this makes it look HD. This makes it look great. It really gives it a high quality video and kind of adapts to the screen well. If you understand video, video editing better, feel free to do it on your own. Or, if you have a different software platform, feel free to do it on your own. But this is what I found works great for Shotcut. And obviously, I'm assuming that the majority of you are going to want to use the free Shotcut software. So I'm demonstrating it here for you. This is Shotcut. This is 100% free. It works great. And then you're simply going to hit export, and you're going to name your file in whatever location you want. So I'm going to actually come down here, and I'm going to put it into the course, which was CPA, not CPA, YouTube CPA. Where are you at? There you are. And I think this was the 7th lecture in this course. So I'm going to name this CPA Final YouTube Video Example. And that's the next lecture that you guys will actually see, the one that I'm creating right now for you, that I'm editing. And as soon as this is done editing, obviously I'll upload it and you'll be able to watch it in the next lecture. So I will see you guys there. I hope you enjoy it. And just keep in mind that obviously I have, like I said, before, I don't have any expertise on dating or relationships or dating advice. So something to keep in mind. But after you watch that next video, the example that we just put together, I will see you guys in lecture 8.